AI agents, that's the future for 2025. And today I'm going to show you and walk you through a client's build that I have created for my client. And yeah, without anything, let's get straight into the build. Okay, and when you actually open your workflows or your workspace, you're going to be greeted with this. You're going to have only these demo templates. I'm running on the free version, so you can run it completely for free. And yeah, you'll just click a new agent, name it, and boom, that's it. So let's go straight to the designer. This is where you basically play with your chatbot or whatever you're creating. And just quickly, workflows is where you're going to, like the backend, basically, where you will tell the bot what to do and how to behave. Then you got knowledge base. This is where you add the data you want your bot to know. And then you got all of these other like content and intents and everything. We will go over some of these stuff, not everything, because I want to keep my videos quick and informative. So let's go. Let's go into these workflows. And before we actually do that, I want to mention that it's going to be kind of hard to explain, but Voiceflow can be merged with another platform that allows you to have better designer stuff and things like that. So that's why you see all of this here, but you will probably see only the start if you're not using my method, which I'll show in another video. So yeah, so this may look a little bit scary, and you probably don't know anything what's happening. To be honest, I don't have it organized from the start to the end, or it's not like that. But if I wanted to organize it, I would probably drag these, yeah, like that, and then it basically continues to here. So let me organize it for you, even though I don't necessarily need to do this because I know what I'm doing. But yeah, these two we can actually delete, and boom. Okay, so let me go over how you do all of this. So here on the left panel, you got your blocks. Some of them do different stuff. You have like the agent. This is the new one. You got your talk, which here you have the message, prompt, image, card carousel. I don't want to do a whole tutorial on how to actually use Voiceflow. I just want to keep it practical. So we're going to start with a few message blocks. Yeah, so it's in Czech, it's in my language, it's not in English, but this basically says, hey, welcome in Standby Solutions. This is the client's company. And some text, whatever, you can add whatever you want. This is the start block. What this means is that I have variants, so if you played it, or if you interact with the chat, it can give you one of these three outputs. So it's not always the same. Then you go to another message block, which says, okay, what can I help you with? Also, again, the variants. And then we got, okay, and actually how you get the message blocks here, it's simple. You go to talk and you drag a message block here and you just type whatever you want. So this is how you do it. And then it goes to the listen for triggers, and you can find it in the talk and in listen and in buttons, and it's automatically a listener for triggers. What is it listening to exactly? It's listening to these blocks, which are called intents. And how it works is you fill the intent up with a bunch of I don't want to say keywords, but let's say key sentences. So for example, I want to order the service, or I would like to reserve whatever, blah blah blah. And the AI then gets kind of what the intent is made for, and it triggers the intent whenever the user types something like that, So I have intents for pricing, I have intents for booking an appointment, and all of these stuff. So this is how intents work, and how you add them is you do right click, you do add trigger, triggers, intent, and then you just create an intent. Simple as that. So boom. So this is what it does. Let me actually show you. It types the message blocks, and now it's listening, right? So it's listening. So for example, I want to book your service. Boom, it jumped to the intent that is basically booking the services, and boom, you can see here here you can choose the type of the service, and I got two cards here. I will show you exactly how to do them. And why did it jump to something else? It's because I have a I have a settings there that when the user doesn't respond in 10 seconds, it jumps to this block which says, do you need any help with, or like, do you need help with anything else? And here you have a few buttons, like questions, book, back to start, or end the conversation. So if we click on end, it's going to end the conversation. This is like a last message, you know, like, I hope I helped you. You can contact us here, blah, 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 blah. So pretty neat. And yeah, let me show you the settings on how to do this no reply. So you click on this block, or okay, let me actually first start with the cards. So you go to talk and you go to carousel or cards. It doesn't kind of matter, but I like more the carousel. You drag it, and here you just drop your image, enter the card title if you want description, and the most important thing are these buttons, you know. So what you see here is the card title, and this button is mostly like order or view or something. You know, you can, like, for example, order me, and these actions, if you go here and you go to open URL, you can paste an URL here. So when the person actually taps the button, let me show you, it actually gets him to an URL. So you can use this when you're creating, let's say, an e-com, like a bot for an e-com shop. You can display their products right here, and you can just click here to order, and boom, you get it. So pretty powerful, pretty good. And yeah, this is the no reply, as I told you. So no reply, you click it, you got these 10 seconds delay, and here you go to pass and no reply. Actions is go to checkpoint block. Go to block is a pretty simple thing. You just, let me show you somewhere. Okay, so say here, you drag this, and it's basically like, so I don't have to have these lines everywhere. I just click on, or I just choose an action right here, and I go to block, and then I just choose a block, and it goes there. So pretty useful thing to know, so you don't have it all messy, you know, like all these lines and stuff. But you can of course use them. It kind of doesn't matter. So yeah, we have this, and one like a big thing is this new feature called agent. So this is like my backup, you know, because people sometimes type totally random stuff, you know. So what people should talk about here is, let's say, what is your price, or how can I book you, or how can I contact you? But let's say I type something like, you are an idiot, let's say. So, and it actually responds with, I'm sorry if I made you angry, but I would like to help you. So, you know, and then it asks like, what do you want to know about our services and stuff. So this agent replies like a human being, you know, so it adds the dynamic responses to the agent. Because till now, before we had this agent, and I'm gonna make a whole video on how to actually prompt the agent in the best way. We had to do this manually through a lot of AI steps that are right now replaced by this agent, and it works flawlessly. So let's say I type, I love you, my boy. Okay, let me try it in English. He probably should respond in English. No, okay, he didn't, but he get it. And he says, thank you, that's really sweet. And then he again asks you, how do you want to help regarding the product that this business has? So it responds dynamically, but then it gets you back into the conversations you want to have, because the agent knows we want to sell our products, right? So pretty like sweet thing. And if I start, like, if I, you know, type, let's say, what is your price? It automatically jumps here, and it gives you the price, and it gives you the like chance to book it. So pretty sweet, pretty good. Yeah, the last thing I will talk about here, because this is just a brief overview, you know, I don't want to go through this whole building stuff. You need to be a little bit creative on your own, but these are the buttons. So how you do buttons is pretty simple. Here in listen, you go to these buttons and you just add buttons. So for example, products, shop now, whatever, I don't know. you know, and then you just connect these to different path, you know, and boom, blah blah blah. You know, I guess. Oh, sorry. I guess you get the point of how this works. And again, here I'm using the go to block action, because here are my buttons for how do you say this in English? Like most common questions, and boom, I click it, and it gets me to another, you know, block where it's a lot of buttons with, you know, questions. So should it concern me, blah blah blah, or like where do I order your product and stuff like that. You click it, and I have pre-made responses here that are, you know, tailored to that question. And then it asks again, because from each of these blocks it goes to the checkpoint, which again asks you, do you need any more help, and back to start again the questions, or order us like our product. So I guess you get the flow of it right now. The hardest part is actually not figuring out how all of this works. It's the creative part. So you need to structure it. So I hope I helped with this. You can just use the intents and always have one block that is like a checkpoint block that, you know, it like ends the circle of the chatbot, so it never like outputs error, or I don't know what the response will, blah blah blah. And as long as you have that and your AI agent step for the no reply or no match, because sometimes people just type random stuff, right? So you cannot stop them from doing that. But if you have the AI step or the agent step, then you're all fine. So I hope this helped you. And yeah, in the next video, I will go more in depth in each of these functions, mainly on this AI agent because it's brand new. And I will just explain everything too, so you don't have to worry. Yeah, see you in the next one.